the civilian population joined in too. Plus a whole strata of jihadis in cities like Tonk, where there was a very hardline form of Islam preached. The whole civilian population arrived with pitchforks and swords and axes, longing to join this uprising, and it collapsed under the weight of its own success. By August, sepoys who hadn't been paid or fed for 3 months and who had exhausted the food stocks and the ammunition stocks that they had brought with them began slowly to trickle back to their villages. And from a peak of 100,000, the rebel army shrunk. Meanwhile, the British had got their act together and recruited a new army. First of all, they managed to keep on board the Sikhs, who themselves had been defeated by these same sepoys in the Anglo-Sikh Wars and were anxious to get their revenge on the Hindu sepoys. But also they recruited a whole new army in the area that the Americans are currently drone bombing in Waziristan. The Pashtuns have always been up for a nice bit of looting and pillaging, and this was their first opportunity in many years to have a crack at Delhi. So they signed up en masse, and by September, an entirely newly formed British army arrived under a very small East India Company leadership and was entirely surrounding the now starving city of Delhi. On the 10th of September, the new super cannon that had been built in Firozpur in the Punjab arrived outside Kashmiri Gate. And for 2 days there was an incredible artillery duel as these new super guns pounded the Kashmiri Gate to smithereens and knocked out all the rebel artillery on that stretch of the walls. And then on the 12th of September, the British went in. When I say the British, but it was a Sikh and Waziri Pashtun fighting force with only a very thin British leadership. What followed was one of the great atrocities of British rule. People remember today, and it's taught in school, about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, but what happened in Delhi on the 12th of September was on a completely different scale, even by the accounting of the British themselves. This is young Edward Vibart writing home, 19-year-old British officer, horrified at the bloodshed that he was participating in. The orders went out to shoot every soul. It was literally murder. I have witnessed many bloody and awful sights lately, but one such as I saw yesterday, I pray I never see again. The women were all spared, but their screams on seeing their husbands and sons butchered were most painful. Heaven knows I feel no pity. But when some old grey-bearded man is brought and shot before your very eyes, hard must be that man's heart, I think, who can look on with indifference. A few days later, the British march out, leaving a city of the dead. The march through Chandigarh was simply awful. This is a young officer called Richard Barton. The advance guard, consisting of cavalry and artillery, had burst and squashed the dead bodies, which lay to an enormous size in the Chandigarh, and the stench was fearful. Men and officers were sick all round, and I thought we'd never get through the city. It was a ride I don't care ever to take again. And the horse felt it as much as I did, for he snorted and shook as he slid rather than walked over the abominations which the street were covered. Dead bodies were strewn about in all directions, in every attitude that the death struggle had caused them to assume, in every stage of decomposition. In many instances, the positions of the bodies were appallingly lifelike. Some lay with their arms uplifted as if beckoning. And indeed the whole scene was weird and terrible beyond description. The atmosphere was unimaginably disgusting, laden as it was with the most noxious and sickening odours.
Altaf Hussain Hali writes this lament. He describes the beauty that Delhi was, goes on to lament its very death. Chappe chappe pe yahan gohri yanta tehkhar, दफन होगा कहीं इतना न खजाना हरगिज. Describes Delhi. चप्पे चप्पे पे यहाँ गौहरे यमता तहखान, यानी कि at every nook and corner you'll find some pearls of wisdom. दफन होगा कहीं इतना न खजाना हरगिज. Nowhere will you find this kind of a treasure buried. न सुना जाएगा हमसे ये फसाना हरगिज. I can't bear to listen to this tale, to the tale of this, of what has happened of Delhi.
Ali, incidentally, at the fall of the city, as this massacre was taking place, he had been given by his poetic tutor, Zork, the last collection of Zork's poems. And even as these soldiers were shooting down everyone around him, even as his son was killed in the escape from Delhi, Hali took with him Zork's poems and travelled